BRL entry for the 2018 7-day roguelike challenge. So I'm just going to play through several runs today. I haven't been doing a whole lot of playing, not nearly as much time as I spent making the thing, a good 80 or more hours over that week in early March. If you'd like to read more about the development, I'm working on a very large postmortem posted to my dev blog. I'll put a link up to that later. But anyway, so let's get started with just a basic description of what we're looking at here. Here's the map. There's basic information in the top right corner here. It's extremely condensed compared to Cogmind, which is what POLYBOT-7 is based on. But what I wanted to do here was create something that was very quick to play, very combat focused, and there's a lot fewer decisions involved in playing it. But in order to, I still had a lot of stuff I had to fit into the UI. So it looks pretty condensed. This is core. That's how much core integrity have left. That's basically our health. There's energy and matter. These are your main two resources. Matter you'll collect by moving around. It's this purple stuff you'll see. System corruption. We don't have to worry about the other stuff as much. Temperature. We'll get to all this other stuff later. But basically the only thing to know is that our parts will go here, and by simply sitting here, we're going to collect all these parts that are around us. So I can just wait, moving my scroll wheel here to wait, and they just fly over and attach to us. And we now have all these parts. And we can sort them. They'll normally sort automatically. And you can look at information about all the parts, but it's not super important to look at these details when you're just getting into the game. You can really just run around and shoot everything and be fine for a while. So let's just start, and I'll talk about things as we get there. So, hi, Ellie Kitty. Yeah, I'm. Been a while since I've streamed, so I'm gonna do a little bit of POLYBOT-7, maybe, and I'll probably get back to Cogmind even tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do is turn off my cursor in a moment here, and play only by keyboard. So, but I'll occasionally turn on the cursor to point out things like this. Dispatcher proximity response triggered. So basically, and this is a combat-oriented version of Cogmind, and you have to fight. There's these dispatchers, these machines right here, dispatchers, dispatching. In another 100 turns, it's going to dispatch more robots. So we got to take these guys out and take this thing out. And when we destroy it, it'll give us modules that upgrade our bot, our POLYBOT. So let's take these guys out. When I'm starting okay, so my first shot missed and destroyed the dispatcher, and we can see there are some modules here. We haven't used any modules yet, so we don't know specifically what these do, but we'll find out as soon as we attach them. So first, let's get rid of these guys and move one more. Oh, great, more guys to the north. That's fine. We'll be okay. But unlike Cogmind, let's push through that guy. All right. One of those modules, repair module applied, core integrity plus 23. So we got our core repaired. That's one reason you really want to destroy these dispatchers, is because that's the only way to repair your core. And when your core is gone, you're dead. You can't just wait around until it's repaired. All right. So what we're going to do today is basically just try to play through several runs and see how far we get. I'm not super experienced with this, but I know Cogmind, so it shouldn't be too bad. So the other thing we got to keep an eye on is our speed is not too bad right now. In POLYBOT-7, you can attach treads, legs, any kind of propulsion all at once. It's not a problem. So as you would expect, treads are going to be they're going to slow you down more, but they give you a whole lot more support. You can carry a lot more stuff. And so all these parts that are kind of attracted to us are going to be following us around, but they're also going to disappear as they self-destruct. Oh, hey, Sambojin. Yeah, just because I'm playing a different game doesn't mean I'm not going to splat and access. Yeah. Well, fortunately, there is no access. Ready to purge. That is one of the main new decisions you have is in this game is there's this purge command here. I didn't have a chance to make this clickable. You have to press P in order to activate it. But it'll drop all these items. Half of them will be destroyed, and the other half you can reattach. They'll be on the ground. But that's a way to shuffle your build and rebuild into something slightly different. So we'll want to do that if we find a cache of really good weapons. But right now we're fine. We have a pretty balanced loadout, except notice this, we only have one form of propulsion left, our leg, which is almost destroyed. So we're going to have a problem with propulsion soon. Got to keep an eye on that. Let's, alright, got another armor module, and you can see we got permanent upgrades too. Core heat dissipation increased, +5. On our status screen here, by pressing S, you can see our heat dissipation per turn. Again, you don't really need to worry about these details. I'm not going to pay attention to that stuff for now. Let's see what else there. Laser. One thing to point out. Oh, grenade launchers. Grenade launchers are nice. Launchers are always good. One thing to point out is that these are weak weapons used by the enemy, and if you rely on these weapons, you're going to start finding out. You'll find that you're not very effective in combat because their weapons are generally weaker. But the problem is, when you fight them, that's what they drop. And so if you have empty slots, it's going to automatically attract these weaker weapons. You'll want to try and avoid attaching too many of these. But that's why we also have the purge command. In fact, so we want to purge now to get these grenade launchers. But we've got to be worried about the fact that we're not going to have any propulsion afterward, which will really slow us down. So I'd like to move back by these legs here. Let's see, what do we get? We get a grenade launcher. Okay, I'm going to purge. So press P. We'll purge all components. Repeat to confirm. All right. We dropped these, and the rest were destroyed. You can see the full list if you open the message screen. Alright, so now I can just sit here and attach all these parts. I'd like to get that grenade launcher. Alright, we have the grenade launcher, so now I'm going to move over to where we can get the legs, to make sure we get the legs nearby. Alright. Okay, we're full again. Whoops. That's the help screen. A lot of information there when you're first starting out if you want to know the controls. There's a lot fewer controls than in Cogmine. You don't really need many of them either to play. You really just need to walk around and press F and you'll destroy everything. At least in the beginning. Alright, we got a new slot. So all new slots can be found always in rooms that look like this. So yeah, you always want to find these rooms. There's going to be 3 of them on every floor. And you can see right here, we now have a +1. That means we've found 1 slot on this floor. So you don't really want to leave the floor until you found all the slots, if you can manage it. But I mean, if you're getting really beat up and having problems, then you might want to leave early. A is the floor we're on. It goes A, B, C, all the way through A, B, C, D, and then S is the final floor. This is the turn counter. And I didn't mention yet, this is the purge counter. Once it reaches 0 again, we will be able to purge again. We can't do that right away. So we now have a free slot. Oh, we don't have a free slot anymore. Okay, there was an ion engine right there. I was going to say we had a free slot and we could get something. Now we kind of have too many engines, but that's fine. We're in an okay shape because we have a grenade launcher and a number of backup weapons. Alright, and this is the matter that I was talking about earlier. I love this new tile set we've got from Casper. Casper did a great job with the tiles. For POLYBOT-7, he also did the tile set for Cogmind. And we joined forces again for the 7-day roguelike. So I'm just going to use the grenade launcher because that means I'm less likely to take damage. But you can read more about it in the in my postmortem on my dev blog. But a lot of things had to change in order for POLYBOT-7 to work mechanics-wise. So one of the things is, notice that the map is a lot smaller. The map view is smaller, so all the weapon ranges had to get smaller too. So see, a grenade can now only hit that far away. And you can only see so far away either. Our sight range is only 10 spaces. This gives us room for improvements as you get further. So I can't even hit him with a grenade, or I can just hit him next to him. I mean, it's a grenade, it's an area of effect, so need to just shoot next to him. Okay, we can now purge again. That's that sound. Let's keep moving along. Alright, there's the stairs, but we don't want to take them yet. Purge is on a cooldown. Yeah, Sambojin. The purge is a 100 turn cooldown. That's to prevent you from cheating. I mean, basically, if there was no time requirements for purge, you could just repeatedly purge everything to destroy items you didn't want, and then move over to the ones you want. So now it's on a timer, so you can't do that. It makes you really think about that decision before taking it. So the other thing is, notice if we wanted these items, we wouldn't really want to move through this area. We'd want to find another way, maybe. Like, see, there's a wall here. There must be a room right here. We could shoot through this wall and go, if these were really good items we wanted to keep. Because as soon as we move near them, they're going to be attracted to us. And once they're attracted to you, their timer starts. And once their timer starts, they're going to self-destruct in 100 turns. Oh, it's about 100 turns. Actually, it's a random amount between 50 and 100 turns. So all these items are going to be destroyed. They're going to turn to matter, though, which is somewhat useful. Now, these are only single doors, so I'm not going to bother exploring up there just yet, because those slot upgrades are what we really want, and they're always behind triple doors. So look for triple doors. All right, triple doors. There we go. There's this one right in here. And since we're on the first floor, slots are not guarded. Normally there's guards here, but they don't start appearing until the next floor. So now we have an extra slot. We're going to get either this medium laser or a matter pod, but if I move to the right, it's more likely I'll pick up the medium laser. There we go. So I moved to the right, picked up the medium laser, because I'd rather have that than a matter pod. We don't really need a matter pod. You randomly pick up whatever items are... You randomly pick up an item from anything that's adjacent to you. So that can affect where you move. You might want to get a specific item. Okay, now it's repairing things because we used our grenade launcher. They fix all the walls. Ooh, orange machines. Any machine that's orange explodes, and they explode for quite a lot of damage. So you want to use these to your advantage when there's enemies nearby, and you also don't want to stand next to them when you're being attacked, because they'll blow up on you. So there's no enemies in here, fortunately, so I don't have to worry about that at the moment. But if, for example, you're you don't have as much firepower, and you're outgunned, pull back and shoot an explosive machine and blow everyone up. It's a very useful tactic. And it works in Cogmind as well. But it's even more effective in POLYBOT-7. Okay, there's another exit. We're still missing one slot. I'm going to keep moving forward and take these guys out. I should probably... Let's see, let's turn on everything, turn off the grenade launcher, and just kill them with regular weapons. Wow, there's a lot of lasers in there. First floor doesn't have very much in the way of special good weaponry. So as soon as you get the slots, you can leave. But we got to find the other one. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Slot. Okay, we picked up another leg. That's good. Our speed is pretty good, 115. That means it's a little. We take a little more than a turn to move. Turn is 100 units. So you want your speed to be as low. This number to be as low as possible. But anyway, that's a fairly good number. You start at 75 as your base speed. By just hovering without any propulsion. And if you keep using if you use only hover units, you'll maintain 75 as your speed. There's another one. Okay, now we have an empty slot, so we need to look at what we might want. Leg? I'll take a leg, sure. So it means I can move right here, and attach that leg. There we go. And let's pick up matter to fill our stocks and head to the next floor. Okay, we still have our grenade launcher, which is good. It's nice to have some explosives. Utility shielding, we don't need that. Alright, dispatcher. Oh, you know what we forgot? Last floor, we might have wanted to take out an extra dispatcher or two, because I haven't played this much, so I haven't gotten the strategy fully down, but that's where you get permanent upgrades other than slots. So like armor and all kinds of other things. That's definitely something you want to work towards. So taking out dispatchers is a good idea. So far, we're only seeing these basic types of enemies, but we're going to start seeing some new ones soon. Okay, that's not working. Those weapons are quite weak. There we go. Alright, this is going to give us an armor module. Ah, here's a new bot. That's an X-bot. They're like carriers from Cogmind. They will drop other bots, but it looks like he's headed south, and they don't see very far. All bots have a base sight range of 10, except these guys. They can see a little less. They only have a base sight range of 8, which means they can't really see us. He can't see us from there, so he's just going to keep walking, and if I don't move forward. Let's attach these modules. Okay, we now have matter capacity increased. We have 350 as our max. And other one, armor module, core integrity that restored. Oh, that's right. That gave us permanent core integrity increase, the maximum increase, 475. So That's one of the things you can find pretty frequently in dispatches, so it's important to destroy them. Other than the fact that they keep spitting out bots. That's another good reason. Okay, so now we're getting some better weapons here. But we have a grenade launcher, which will serve us well on this floor, so for now I'm not going to worry about purging. Oh, blue walls. Anytime there is a blue container, you might want to shoot through it because there's good storage shell. Behind it are good items. This type in particular doesn't hold the best items, so I'm not going to bother with it. This one's going to be guarded. There's going to be a slot in here, and there's going to be a guard on either side. So, unfortunately, these guards are strong against grenade launchers. They're resistant, but they're not resistant against proton cannons. I'm going to continue using what we've got here, though. Not going to use grenades, though. There they are. Hello, guards. We should be able to take them out with our regular weapons, probably. Just take some damage in the progress. Alright, lost the grenade launcher. Alright, well, we got a slot, though, and slots are important. So now we can pick up these proton cannons. There's also EM dispersion fields, which we don't really need, but can we outrun that part? I don't need that many EM dispersion fields. There's a shotgun that way. Alright, pick it up anyway. That's okay. Let's go up here and pick up... Oh, never mind. They're gone. Of course they're gone. Reflective plating. Let's get some armor. There we go. Got some reflective plating. Reflective plating blocks thermal damage. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Overheating, 380. We don't have any heat sinks, and we now have 2 proton cannons, which generate a fair bit of heat, plus 63. You can see our heat distribution this way. Using, let's see here, visualization. There are 8 different visualization modes, the same ones that exist in Cogbind. Oh look, there's an extra parentheses there. You can use those keys in order to access more information about your items and check them quickly. Like here I can see these 2 are adding a lot of heat. This is energy. It's showing up here what they are. Now, I generally stick to integrity mode. There's a bunch of other modes too, but... Okay, yeah, we're going to overheat if we keep firing those cannons, and heat is bad because it has side effects, like disabling our parts and destroying items. So anyway, I can't fire those much. Not without heat sinks. Oh, a mint spot. It's got melee weapons. Pull back so we don't have to fight 2 of them at once. Chopped their leg off, but we automatically attach parts, so it's not a huge issue. Destroyed walls are going to rebuild. Look at all this heat sinks. See, there's a lot of heat sinks, but can't attach them just yet, so I'm going to not get near those. Ooh, a prototype energy gun. Uh-oh, guard. Lost our engine. We've got to be wary of not having any of a certain part. We're about to have no power source because our other engine's about to go down. Oh, shoot. Okay, we now have 2 slots. We can move over and get a targeting computer and an energy gun. Or 2 guns. Alright, ended up with 2 guns. Bad positioning there. We picked up his melee analysis suite, which is kind of annoying, since we don't have a melee weapon. That's a waste of a slot. But we have that melee analysis suite, and oh, we have his katana now too. So we have a katana we can use. We can now hack people. Oh, let's see. Let's go get a heatsink, which is one of these right there. Heatsink. Ooh, particle charger. Oh, we now have a heatsink and a particle charger. Particle charger increases the power of our energy weapons, and we have a heat sink, which means we're less likely to overheat. So we can now, for example, just use these 3 energy weapons and probably be pretty effective. Yeah, our temperature didn't go up at all. A light cannon, sure. Ah, that's right, we're running out of power. Should have grabbed the power source. Alright, that was a bad move. Oh, okay, I heard that. Okay, to the east, we have a dispatcher. Ah, here's a good opportunity to just blow up a machine. And they're all dead. Oh, shoot, there's a wall. Oh, I think we just got the dispatcher in the background there. No, that was a machine. Insufficient energy. Okay. Oh, the X-Bot didn't see us. It went into that room. Hey, Noscraft. Yeah, this is pretty much well, I played a little bit on my own, but I haven't really seriously taken time to slow down and think about strategy while playing POLYBOT-7. Earlier was mostly about testing. Now, we're about to lose a lot of weapons here. There's a mace. What else is there? Weapon shielding. Weapon shielding. We can't use any of it anymore right now. Oh, wait. We need that. Alright, we have 1 slot. Again, we can see that up here. 1 slot. Need to find the others. Requires more exploration. So POLYBOT-7 is really about deciding what kind of trade-offs you want to go for. The longer you stay on a floor, the more powerful you can get in the long term, but it can also weaken you if you don't play as well. Hi guys. Min spots. First, let's take out their dispatcher. If you notice, the dispatchers also, once they start dispatching, they show you what kind of robot they dispatch. This one is an M. The reason it's an M is because in ASCII mode, we have an ASCII mode, min spots are represented by an M. All bots are represented by the first letter of their name. That was a pretty intentional design choice there to make the ASCII really easy to figure out. In addition to the fact that they're just labeled like that. So, playing ASCII mode here for a little bit. Our energy's really low because we have all we have is a basic ion engine there at the top. That means we're going to have trouble firing. We should have enough to take at least take that out. Alright, dissipator module and an armor module. So now Sambojin says he's really liking the look of the risk-reward of the damage and freed slots. Yeah, the random. Yeah, it is. It's a Katamari Deathbot, basically. It's the whole idea came from Katamari Challenge mode in Cogbind. Decided it could be its own thing in the form of a 7DRL. It turned out pretty well. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking of working on this more in the future. Okay, lost a lot of stuff there. There we go. But not in the near term. Got to get back to focusing on Cogmind. Alright, we got our dissipator module and our armor module. We now have 625 core, but we always want to keep current core as high as possible as well. So we've got to pay attention to that number. It's going to start going down faster and faster on other floors. Alright, Alpha C, that's the next floor. We had found an exit before though. Got to find those slots. Oh, whoa. Did not see this guy. Ooh, we got his engine. Alright, now we're going to have to face off against those guards again. So we have a lot of melee, which is pretty good. Let's first, I'm waiting for our energy is not doing very well. It's draining our energy. Anything, alright, dispersion field. We don't need a dispersion field. That's only useful when you're fighting against shock bots, which we haven't even seen any of yet. They'll start to appear soonish. Waiting for our energy to refill, because I'm going to shoot these guards in here. Alright, we lost our only engine. stop there. I'm trying to chop at this guy. I don't think that's working very well. Our weapons are not very effective against these guys. Alright, there we go. I got 3 katanas, we should be able to take them out. Alright, 3 katanas did the job. Trap. Alright, now we're pretty weak. We have low on slots here. Is there anything up here? Nothing left. Oh wait, what are those? Maneuvering thrusters and a transmission jammer. Neither of those will really help us a whole ton right now. Combat anti-grav and heavy particle cannons. You know what we still need is, what we really need is an engine. Oh wait, I got a reinforced engine from that guy now. There we go, reinforced engine. Nice. I think we still need another one though. I'm gonna get a hover slot. There we go. Grab the hover slot. Let's grab another one. Hover slots are good. We can now support quite a lot and move fairly quickly. I'm just gonna use the katanas on these guys. Alright, now we got another engine, one of theirs, unfortunately. Any of these BOT engines, they don't have any storage capacity. You can see down here, storage is 0. All they do is supply. So it won't increase our max energy, but it's better than nothing. Okay, we now have 2 slots. We're missing one of the slots on this floor. It's somewhere out here in the black space. So let's go back over there and look for it. Oh, hello. Another guard bot. Katana this guy. Chop him up. There we go. Oh, shoot. Alright, that was an X-bot that just released some more. Wow, we have 2 melee analysis suites. No wonder we're doing even better. One of the design things I did for POLYBOT-7 was most of the enemies use weaker weapons in general. Weaker, not just weapons, but weaker gear, so you don't want to refill from them. Except melee bots. If you want to use a melee bot, if you want to go with melee style, taking them down and absorbing their parts is one of the best ways to go, because they use at-level parts instead of weaker ones. Same with the guards, actually. Guards use pretty good parts. That also makes them a greater threat. Here comes a crush bot. They're like the mince bots in that they use better parts as well. Also melee. I think I chopped off his weapon. Oh no, that was the other guy. I can check by looking. No, alright. I just saw that door open by the visual sound effects. There are min spots coming around the backside. So we'll see him in a moment. I'll leave though. Okay, here he comes. More crush bots. Is there a dispatcher down there? I did not notice if there was a dispatcher. I probably should have paid attention to that. Shit. Oh, these guys are really annoying. Alright, we're running low on weapons, it looks like. Oh yeah, there is. There's crush bots right here. Shoot, right. Take that out. Okay, we got armor and repairs. Good. Our core is going back up again. Ooh, prototype launcher. Yes, yes, yes. EMP bomb. Right, EMP bomb. Sambojin. Our melee bots significantly faster than the basic speed of 100. Or is killing quite possible with a reasonably fast. Kiting. Oh. You can kite if you're fast enough, yeah. Most of the bots are about... I don't remember the exact speed of the melee bots. You can look at them, actually. Next time we can just look at them and it shows you their movement speed. Like, zoom bots are the fastest. They're 75, so they're faster than the turn. Our speed's 110, so I'm pretty sure that the melee bots can catch us. But, some modules in there. Whoa, 3 armor modules? Alright, so the armor modules permanently increase max core integrity. Wow, that's going to be awesome. What is on there? What is between us and the core modules? Crappy guns. Let's see if we can get something else better first. EM shotguns are kind of fun. Whoa. Alright, we got 2 EM shotguns. Now, check that out. We now have 925 core. Alright. And all these weapons are going to now disappear. Ooh, more stuff to destroy. Alright, EMP bombs are pretty cool. Repair module and 2 armor modules. Wow. It's awesome. We're doing pretty good. We now have over 1,000 core. We're still missing a slot. That's kind of the whole reason we're running around out here still. Where is the other slot? Ooh, got our stuff slashed off. Wow. Blade traps. Oh, whoa. Damn, there's some nice stuff in there. Our EMP bomb's pretty much carrying us right now. Oh, the slot's probably over there. Oh, shoot. Should have walked back the same way. Okay, we still got our EMP bomb. Oh, yeah, Sambojin says you were wondering how effective building for speed is because it was rather too good in Cogmind. In early versions, it even still is good in Cogmind. It's generally a better way to go if you want to increase your survivability, except for certain parts of the game where you really need that extra mass support and maybe extra power in order to get through. But yeah, in POLYBOT-7, you don't really need to build for speed, and you can't really build for speed in the same way because hover doesn't decrease your speed like it does in Cogmind. Well, by decrease I mean decrease your time cost for movement. In POLYBOT, you can only get slower; you can't get faster. So that really changes a lot of things. And the whole thing, the whole point, like I said, is focused on combat. All right, so now there's long-range missile launchers, which I really want, and I've already attracted them, which means you can see them, they're kind of glowing now. They're getting brighter and dimmer. And that means their timer has started. These have not started. And they'll glow a little faster when they're about to be self-destructed. So unfortunately, we're going to lose all these missile launchers unless I can pick them up quickly or purge. But purging, I think purging is a bad idea if you've already got a decent build. And right now, we kind of have a decent build. All right, and we found the final slot room. So I'm just going to go in there and get these guys. So let's try and use EM shotguns. I think we should probably combine them with the EMP bomb. Oh, I want that slot. Don't want to blow it up though. You can destroy slots. They are, you can see they have 48 integrity right now. This normally has 50. So you don't want to use explosives around them. EMP's okay though, I think. Too bad, we're not going to be able to go back and get the missiles. Okay, we're out of here now. Goodbye, missiles. Ouch. Ouch. I'm in spot. Oh, we shut him down. I'm gonna try and rewire him. I left this mechanic in from Cogmind. Shoot. Yes, look at that. We have an allied bot. This is an allied mince bot. Go mince bot. He's not chopping away at that other guy. He'll probably die, but oh wait, he didn't. He killed him. All right, we now have a friend. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Allies is not a big way to play POLYBOT-7. You can't really do it. I just left it in for fun, and so I didn't thoroughly test the way it looks. This is interesting. This is how it's showing allies that will follow us. Okay, so here we go with our little minspot friend. Hey, wait a minute. We have an empty part slot. Shoot. Is there anything? There's nothing left out here to get, is there? I'm gonna go look around real quick. Ouch. That was corruption. Oh, what's in here we can pick up? Heavy armor. Heavy armor is a multi-slot weapon. No, it's not. Wait, what? Huh. It's not. Okay. We can pick up some heavy armor then. Or maybe we can't. Improved shreds. Sure, whatever. How is our speed's kind of slow now, though. But we've got a lot of support, so I guess that's good. Alright. Okay, we are now on the 3rd floor. With a good amount of integrity. But now it's going to start getting a lot harder. I mean, the difficulty ramps up really fast. Okay, what can I hit? Can I hit them with the EMP? There we go. Okay, our little friend is going to get hurt. Got it, we shot his weapon off. Okay, improved shotgun, transmission jammer. It's better than all the other stuff, so look at the transmission jammer. I'm gonna get the shotgun. Yes, got the shotgun. Gotta pay attention to where we're moving. Alright, so this floor is gonna be a lot larger. Each floor gets larger than the last. We're in the bottom right corner. Ah, well, improved some kind of prototype engine. Ooh, here's a new enemy. The Dakabot. They have Gauss. These guys are designed to. They have their Gauss weapon is their primary, but they also have 2 zip guns. They have 3 weapons total, but zip guns are shorter range. So if you can, you want to engage these guys at range. Otherwise, they fire at you with everything, and that's a lot of weapons for an enemy to have at once. So ideally, you want to shoot them from far away. We have +4 core integrity. We increased our max. What's the next one? Another armor module. Excellent. We're doing pretty good. Friendly fire on with non-AoEs. Friendly fire is always on, just like in Cogmind. Always. This is something you gotta be wary of. Firing only one weapon, intentionally because it's a proton cannon, and we can just corrupt him to death with that. He dropped his powered armor, which is quite good. Focal shield, core shielding. Ah, here we go. A room of good stuff. They have double doors. If there's double doors, that means it's a special room. This is what's called a build room. I talked about those on the blog as part of the content design. Basically, this is the kind of room that this is all really good stuff. You might want to just purge right here. Wow, we have a lot of damaged parts. Anyway, if you purge right here, you automatically get power, propulsion, weapons, and some kind of utility. This is a fairly good room, but I am of the opinion that it might be a bad idea to purge because there's too much power and not enough other stuff. Anyway, the room is still there if we need it, so it's best to not move into it. That's my rifle. We got the powered armor after that blade trap chopped some parts off. Oh, hello. Some of the rooms are guarded. Some of the rooms that contain a lot of good parts. This one's not a so-called build room, it's just a room with good parts. There's a lot of good stuff in here. But with good tactics, I don't think you really need to purge all that much. So far, our core is really high. Ooh, a heavy missile launcher. Damn it. I'd like to lose some parts. I'm, like, not... We're going to lose a lot of them soon, though, so I guess that won't be too much of a problem. Uh-oh. It's an aimbot. Oh, it was an aimbot. We killed it with our katana. Another missile launcher. There's a lot of explosives in POLYBOT-7 to be found. This is intentional because explosives are fun. So every floor is guaranteed to have a number of explosives. Oh, good stuff in that room. Advanced shotgun. There's a lot of different items from what you find in Cogmind. I simplified it so that, for example, shotgun, there's a lot of shotguns. It goes all the way, from the basic, improved, advanced. A lot of weapons were switched over to that approach so that there's a lower range of weapons. We still don't have a single new slot from this floor, though. Still looking for slots. Oh, that's an awkwardly large room. Advanced E-Impulse gun is another example. Oh, here we go. Oh, we don't have any explosives. Here's where things can start to go really bad. You can see this getting bad. Shoot. Dragging them through these rooms where I pick up random stuff. See, so now we're at least at full slots again, but we have a bit of a problem here. We can't generate enough power for all this stuff. Let's turn off all our weapons and turn on just... Actually, never mind. Let's just use melee for now. I can't even use melee. Oh, wait. We have a force field on. That's a bit of a problem. Force field was draining so much power. That was a big problem. What's my highest streak? Nuzcraft? Which kind of streak are you referring to? Oh, these guys. Oh, shoot. To the door. Right, of course. Alright. He ran away. Okay, we still don't have a single... Hey, wait a minute. Shoot, there was a dispatcher up there, wasn't there? That was a bad move. Oh, we also have no power now. Shoot. So now it becomes a game of we really have to pay a little more attention to what we're using here. Our improved shotgun can't hit that far. How far can our zip gun hit? We can hit him with a zip gun. But actually, he's strong against that. Sufficient energy. Herf cannon's too good. Shoot. I'm gonna have to pull him back. Alright, there's a bit of a problem. That dispatcher that turned it on up there, it's still churning out guys. You cannot leave them to do that. That's kind of not good. Gonna have to wait here for him. Because that just means more enemies pouring into the floor. Gotta take them out once they're activated. What's draining our power here? Sink? I guess we don't need those right now. Alright, gotta get up here. Dockerbot, right, that's nice. That's what we needed to do, is take out that place, because otherwise it's going to keep releasing all these Dockerbots. Okay, that worked. Got it. Melee is pretty good in POLYBOT-7. I mean, it's good even in Cogmind, and it's quite useful. A lot of people use it for various purposes, but it's a reliable way to fight in POLYBOT-7 comparatively, because, like, for energy weapons, you don't need as many supporting parts in order to use them, melee weapons. Oh, my highest streak, NG++, yeah. I haven't even won before. I haven't played enough to get good enough to win. So POLYBOT-7, I haven't even won. I normally I was just playing really quick matches before, and I would normally get to the 4th floor pretty quickly, but because I hadn't spent as much time exploring the previous floors, I was too weak and would generally die. But again, it's also because I wasn't really focusing on getting better. Alright, so another one to the north. We gotta take out the dispatcher to the north. So yeah, GJ already won the maximum number of new games. He did a 6-win streak. So we know it's possible, and he talked a lot about the strategy involved on the Discord. I'm moving forward because I want to try and take out that. Oh, come on. There we go. Go through the wall here. Take this guy out. There we go. And then pull back so that they have to funnel through the wall. Excellent. Alright, that worked out well. So sometimes, I mean, just like Cogmind, you want to just push through enemies. You don't need to fight them from where you are. You got to think about where you want to be in a few turns, or, you know, a more effective long-term strategy. So that's what we did there, and I still have not found a single slot. Where the hell are all the slots? They're pretty evenly spaced out, so you have to explore a good bit of a floor to get all the slots. They're usually evenly spaced out. There are some designs under which they might be clustered. So thinking ahead, we know there are 2 guards behind this door. You'll be a witness to my first win tonight? I don't think so. I doubt it anyway. Probably going to get my butt kicked when things go bad. I don't know. I know what's on the last floor, so... and it scares me. Let's see. See, we know there are 2 guards behind the wall here. These walls, so... you want to make sure you're powerful enough before you go in there. We only have a very weak gun that's pretty much useless. All we're relying on is these spears at the moment. And so if they take out these spears, we'd have to pull back. And, you know, is there anything good nearby we could pull back to? Not close by. Well, so we could leave them there for a moment while we go do other stuff. We're gonna have to pass by here again anyway. It's up there. Impulse gun and power gun to fire. Assault cannon, treads. Never mind. We have melee. We have pretty good melee stuff. Just gonna go in and melee them. Kind of risky though. Lost our power source. The good thing is spears have low coverage. You can see our coverage here. There's only a 1% chance they're going to hit either of our spears. And I took out his weapons, all of them, so he's now running away. Goodbye. Okay, so we got that. Now we have free slots. We can get stuff. We need a power source. Power source, power source. There are going to be no power sources left. In the northwest corner there are proton cannons and treads. We could use some treads. I didn't attract those yet. Alright, we got some treads. Proton cannons. Alright, fine, we'll take a couple proton cannons, even though we don't have the power to fire them. But might as well keep them around for now. Oh, actually I have the actuator array turned off. That's helpful with your melee attacks. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Armor integrity analyzer. Gonna leave the rest of these weapons just sitting around because we need power more than anything at the moment. So it's nice to have free slots for that. Ooh, a guard bot. He might give us his power. Power is being drained. Oh, no wonder we can't even run the actuator array. Advanced railgun. Can we take him out with an advanced railgun? Single advanced railgun. Oh well, not gonna be much left after that. Oh whoa. Oh no, I don't want all that stuff. Should have not stepped into the doorway. That's another tactic I guess I haven't gotten yet. Legs are fine though. Improved boosted legs. Boosted legs are a little faster, but they don't carry quite as much. Alright, shoot right through this guy. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to take this out. Or I'm not going to take it out. Or I am going to take it out. Alright, well, unfortunately, we have no power now. That's the power source I would have liked to have had, but it didn't work out that way. What is on the ground here? Repair module and an armor module. Excellent. We now have 1450 core. I like collecting core. This is one of the things about POLYBOT-7 which is quite different from Cogmind in that, you know, you don't have to get to the next floor to evolve. You evolve piecemeal by collecting all kinds of permanent upgrades. You know, collecting permanent upgrades is a fun thing to do in a game, but it's something that Cogmind has almost none of. So it was fun to explore that in combination with Cogmind's other mechanics. So you can see your other abilities getting better and better as you collect these modules. And I wanted to do even more types of modules. There's a good, there's 12 types, 13 types, 15 I think maybe. I think there's close to 15 types of modules. And I wanted to do even more, but it would have taken a lot longer. So didn't get to go even crazier, but you know, that would be the kind of thing I'd want to do if I turned this into a full game beyond just a 70 RL. Alright, so we got our one slot. Let's keep going. It looks like we've explored this whole part of the map. And we're in pretty good shape. These also hold parts. But we don't really need them. There's a lot of extra parts that you don't need. Okay, that's fine. We blew open walls and stuff again. Gonna repair that. Vision core. We still don't have that power source we need. Ooh, see, this is all prototype items. It's not a bad room. We don't know what the details are, but this would be a good room to retreat to if we come under too much heavy fire. One of the things about POLYBOT-7 different from Cogmind is prototypes are never faulty. So you don't have to worry about that. The main reason I left them that way was because that kept the systems consistent. Didn't have to change as much of the way the distribution works. And another reason is, you know, it's kind of fun to see when you come across a prototype something which is probably quite good. You know, all the prototype items are better. So, but you're not sure what they are until you attach them. So it adds another layer of suspense to that. Armored treads, lots of treads, plenty of parts lying around. Alright, one thing we're missing is AoE weapons, which is unfortunate. Pull back, I guess. Oh, we got his engine. There went our cover. Hey, Spider Wisdom. What am I talking about? What prompted POLYBOT's creation? For 70 or else about it. Don't know much else about it. Oh, I did talk about it a little bit there. Yeah, I've been mentioning a few things as we've been playing, but you know, it was a way to experiment with a lot of other mechanics. But there's a lot of other reasons too. In fact, the whole reason I started making POLYBOT-7, the main reason I started with, I mean, I came up with a bunch of other good reasons later to keep going with it, but the initial one was I wanted to double the font size of Cogmind. And how could I do that and make it a fun, different game? As you notice, I mean, everything's bigger in this version. The base tile size is now 24 by 24 instead of 12 by 12. So, because there's a group of people who can't enjoy Cogmind because it's too small. So I wanted another kind of game that they could enjoy. So that's one reason. There's a whole bunch of other reasons, and yeah, I talk about them on the blog. If you look at the first part of my postmortem, which is on the blog already, the beginning of it talks about why I made POLYBOT-7. And there's also another list of reasons, a quicker list, in the release announcement. So yeah, check out the dev blog for even more details. Still looking for 2 more slots before we can leave here. Ideally, you want to max out on slots on each floor. You don't have to, but we're in great shape right now, so there's no reason not to. Missile launcher. All right, well, unfortunately, it's not near the door, which means it hasn't been triggered yet. We'll come back here and get that later, maybe. Unfortunately, it's also only rating 3. You can see the rating in the label there. So, and that kind of tells you how good something is, just like in CogMind. So, 3 is kind of low. 10 is the highest rating. Well, most weapons only go up to 9, though. Pulse rifles. There are 3, so let's just go through this group. Whoops. Uh-oh, he spotted us. He's gonna drop his load. Did the screen just get darker for you guys? I'm just curious how that, if that just happened. I'm using Flux, and it turned itself back on just now. I've never known whether that actually affects the stream or not. Well, we've certainly picked up a number of pulse rifles here. That's effective. Seems normal. Okay, it didn't change. I use Flux, and I have it. I turned it off during the stream. You see, turn it off again. Brightens everything. I had to start using Flux back when I got my concussion, because looking at anything too bright, including screens, would really mess with my head. I'm partially over that now, so it's not too bad. A lot of stuff in that room. Don't worry about him. Wait, we've only found 1 slot. Oh, there's a big space in the middle of this floor we haven't gone to. The core is doing pretty good. Where are all the freaking slots? Must be up there. But we can tell, one of the things I left is no change in the stream for Flux. Okay, thanks. I was always wondering if that affected it. I didn't think it did, because I actually always play CogMind with Flux on, but I wanted to try POLYBOT-7 without it. So, one of the things you can tell is that there's a room here, because you can see these walls. They're oriented walls. I left it that way on purpose. I mean, it would have taken too long to fix for a 7DRL, and you can kind of explain it from a robot logic kind of way, that you can kind of scan this little wall here and see that there's more of a wall behind it. So, actually, I don't know if I have a way to get through the wall. I'd like to go through the wall. Oh, yeah, never mind. I have a spear. Go through the wall. Oh. Whoa, look at that. We found a slot. We came in the back way. Okay, then. Gonna spear this guy to death. Or not. Alright, well, we found another slot. There's only 1 more. Where is it? Kind of a strange where the other one was down right there. This one is here. Sorry for all the scrolling around. I'm trying to get an idea where it might be. Must be up in this black area. But it's kind of close to this one. It's kind of weird. Anyway, armor. chased. Oh, I'm gonna blow everything up. Oh, weapon cycler. Nice. Oh, I'm not even using that. Well, if it catches up to me, I'm gonna blow him up. Here it comes. Well, you're dead. So is everything else. Oh, we got the missile launcher. There's a missile launcher in that room. Came out of the corner. Blew the corner off. Alright. Unfortunately, it's just a basic missile launcher, which is only rating 3. An interesting this slot directly behind the closest wall. That was pretty funny. One of the things about the design for POLYBOT-7 that might be interesting to know is that it's actually built within the world of Cogmind, because that was the fastest way to do it. I just changed the world structure. So you go from, there's no world map to show you, unfortunately, but you go, there's only 5 floors, it's straight up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the first floor is rating 1. That determines what kind of items are on it. And so what I did, because I only wanted 5 floors, but there are 9, technically, ratings of items, each floor goes up 2 ratings. So I just created a 5-floor world in which floor 1 is rating 1, floor 2 is rating 3, floor 3 is rating 5, and it kept going up by 2s until you get to the max rating. So that was just a really quick way to build the world for POLYBOT-7 without having to create a whole bunch of stuff from scratch. It just uses Cogmind's system. Alright, we're still missing one more. Where the frick is it? One more slot. I need that slot. I'm not going to go leave here without the slot. I mean, we're doing great anyway. The core is maxed. I don't know. I'd like to say we're going to win, but remember, like I just said, each floor goes up by 2 ratings and also adds new deadlier bots. So the next floor is going to be, they get much, much harder. And then the last floor is just crazy hard. But I don't know where we are going here. Let me go through this wall. No. Alright, cave-ins are still a bad thing, so. We don't have any kind of sensors. It's kind of annoying. Alright, it's not up there. It's can't be over there. I would have liked to think it's on the south side, but it's not. Can't be right next to the other one, could it? Whatever. We're fine, so I'm just gonna run around and explore everything we haven't seen yet. Oh, there goes the next bot. He's just patrolling around. Yep, hello. Oh shoot. Had everything turned on. Well, not everything, but I hadn't really controlled what I was firing. Let's see, I want to fire. I don't need a missile launcher for this guy. Ah, we're low on power, that's what we needed. Uh-oh. That was a blind shot. That was a duck bot. Our pulse rifle can't hit him. Proton cannon can though. Ah, we don't need power to do that. Alright, what's draining our... Oh, we have a weapon cycler on, of course. That's draining. We haven't seen a lot of aimbots yet. They're the ones that fire lasers through walls. And they're really annoying. They're like hunters from Cogmind. They use lasers. Oh, our lack of power sucks. So by the end of 3, you want the majority of your useful gear to be rating 5. Yeah, basically, if you can. It's hard to control that well, but yeah, as you can see right now, we're doing pretty well in terms of power here. We have a lot of rating 5 parts. That means we're in pretty good shape for our current depth. But then you want to upgrade pretty quickly on the next floor. That's why the missile launcher isn't quite as good, because it's only rating 3. There's better stuff on this that could happen at this depth. Not sure where to go. Would have been nice if we had sensors. Keep looking at the same stuff. Let's just go ahead because I can't find the exit. I'm gonna look for it forever. Technically, there is a bit of attrition in the food clock, you could say, on this floor, on any given floor, because patrols do keep coming into the floor and wandering around. You could run into those, so they'll just keep draining our core without any way to restore it because we've got rid of all the dispatchers already. So let's just leave. We're gonna leave one slot. It's fine. Oh, it's the next bot already. Alright, those are basic laser bots. Yeah, missile launcher is not very effective on this floor already. Too bad. Might as well just use other stuff. Heavy neutron cannons, advanced leg. Just leave all that stuff there. Alright. There we go. Chop through the wall to get rid of that really quick. Unfortunately, that's going to give them easier access to me. Shoot, I don't have enough power to fire everything. Alright, we just got 150 core integrity. Shoot, step back. Yes. Matter capacity increased, 450. Don't have to worry about that. Damn it. Got their crappy stuff. Okay, energy. I was trying to run these actuator arrays, but it's not working out very well. Don't have any power source. It's the biggest problem right now, lack of power source. I should have stepped out to the north. Oh, we got a power source. Alright. And they're all dead. Gotta love these backup melee weapons. You think I should purge now? I don't know. It's looking... Oh, not too bad. Oh, see you later, Sambojin. Convince... Oh, I see. Convince him to make poorly timed purges. Yeah. This is still a decent build. We haven't even purged... We've purged once so far? That's it. Once. It's been pretty good. I mean, that's a good sign. I mean, if you don't have to purge a lot, that means you're doing a lot of things right, tactically. Are we near an edge? Yes, we're in the bottom right corner, so I'm going to check out this corner first. Don't need anything in that room, leave it all there. I have a neutron cannon now. Oh, it was severed. I already had that. Okay then, let's see what we can fire. He was dead fast. So much stuff. Long-range missile launcher. That's a more decent missile launcher. But nothing else in this corner. Let's go through this way. Oh, found a secret door. Dispatcher to the north. We will not retreat. Insufficient energy. What are we running again? Armor module. And kinetic resistance. That's one of the other permanent upgrades you can get that I added, is you can get permanent resistance. We only got 5%. That's coming from our focal shield. See, we actually have permanent 5% kinetic resistance now, which is pretty good to have. Once it gets above 5 is not too amazing, but once you can get like 10 or 15, with our focal shield we have a combined 30%, which has been helping quite a lot actually so far. That's probably why we're not being overly damaged. Oh, we have a free slot, which means we're going to pick something up. I think we don't need another weapon. Let's grab the targeting computer, if we can. There we go. Got the targeting computer. Oh, shoot. Alright, now we have the other weapon too. It's fine. Oh, you took out our spear. One of them. Ooh, take out. Actually, let's just take everyone out. Let's try and use a bigger weapon to do that. Oh no, that was not effective enough. There you go. Type some more. That was a little more effective. Oh shoot, okay. They spawned a blast bot. Most of these you can tell what they do by their name. It's got a mini rocket. But if we move over next to his friends, he won't shoot us. So there's an option here to move forward rather than fight from our current position. But these guys are almost gone, so I think it's probably worth just destroying them. Ooh, okay, we got an armored leg. Okay, you need to die now. Ouch. Yeah, that is annoying. Alright, what's over there we can pick up? We can now have some slots to pick things up with. Let's see. Neutron cannons to the south. Armor modules, which are almost kind of damaged there. I need to get those. Alright, we're going to run out of power. Bit of a problem. Because once I pick those up, I won't be able to pick up any more power sources. Actually, a lot of our parts are going to be gone soon, so it's fine. Right. We're running lower on current integrity, and they're kind of becoming separated here. But our max is pretty. These moving around over to the west here. One of the things about this game that's different from Cogmind is you always know that if you see stuff moving, it's an enemy. Ah, drop the power source. I want the power source. There's one to the east, but it's not as good. We can't get that power source though. Enough to take them out. Getting shot from a lot of guys up there. Okay, need a different tactical approach here. Let's see, neutron cannons. A lot of stuff that's down there is not going to be there anymore. It's a lot of neutron cannons. Tough decision. Could retreat. If we attack, we may lose all our weapons. I think we have to retreat here. I don't think there's any dispatcher. He got damaged. His core's damaged. He got damaged from overheating. Let's get some weapons. But unfortunately, I'm not going to have any power to use these weapons. Let's look for power first. Nothing's left here. It's up there, neutron cannon. well, no power. Now would be a good time to find one of those build rooms, probably. Kind of getting, our build is getting a little weird. But at least we're covered. That's one of the most important things. You need to stay covered. Low energy. Oops, gotta turn some weapons on. Tractor beam. Yeah, it wasn't me. It was my wife in the living room. I'll pass that along. Alright. Oh shoot, now is the time where you really wish you had an AoE weapon. AoE weapon. Nothing. Huh. Oh, interesting, right, because we weren't using, I see. I was noticing that when you're in ASCII mode, all the weapons out of your field of vision are blue. They use the tile color scheme, but that's because it remembers the color scheme based on what you last saw it as, and in our case we saw it as a tile. Normally we would be able to see the actual item colors, like legs are green. It makes it a lot easier to parse. Anyway, that would be something to mess with later if I was to work on POLYBOT-7 again. So retreating might be a good idea right now. I'm gonna retreat into this room. Oh no, there's two doors. I hate it when I retreat into a room with two doors. Shit. Alright, well, we got a power source. Door, and here comes some shock bots. Okay, what kind of... We do not need to use our HERF cannon against the shock bots. Let's pull back a little. Uh-oh. We have one crappy weapon. I'm gonna use the spear instead. Moving pretty quickly. Alright, we got his weapon. They came through this wall. Beam splitter. Alright, let's find somewhere to purge, probably. This build looks weird. Ooh. Gotta get rid of these guys first. Oh shoot, do I have enough power to take this out? It's like an armor of 18. That's actually kind of tough to take out. We could do it with a spear. Kind of run around this guy and chop up their dispatcher. Alright, see now our core is getting kind of low, because, yeah, we're 12% exposed. Pretty much 12% of damage is going to our core now. Bit high exposure. We don't have enough stuff covering us. Crappy weapons. Oh shoot, now there's an aim bot. We haven't even seen any of these guys yet. They're really deadly. That's probably why we're still doing okay. These guys are very annoying. Aimbots, you know, they're aimbots, so they shoot through walls. And they're very accurate. And I don't want to fight them not like this. Need more stuff. Looks like there's a line of blade traps over there. I think I'm gonna retreat. Yes, this is what I wanted, was a room full of like stuff to use. Gatling lasers, okay, sure. Oh man, there's a whole other a lot of bots outside now. Our temperature's going up. Being shot through the wall. Ah, good. Now we got a heatsink. We have plenty of heatsinks and a coolant injector, so we're not going to have a problem with temperature here. Alright, so that room definitely saved us there. In the short term. Oh, shoot. Now there's a mince bot using a lightsaber-like weapon against us. Ouch. Chopping their stuff off. Now he's overheating. That's good. The min spot, critical meltdown. See it down there. That worked out, not too bad. The bad thing is our core is getting low. This is a big problem. We are on. This is generally where the game gets, like I said, gets start getting really hard. When I'm playing fast, this is about where I would die too on this floor. Normally, I'm not as well equipped as I am now. It's not too bad. But we don't have a single slot yet, a single additional slot from this floor, and we're down to 1,000 core integrity. Yeah, they came from behind. As soon as you enter this room and you can see that there's another door there, they're going to try and circle around and hit you from both sides. Alright. Long-range proton cannon. Shoot. Out in the open. Gotta fight whatever's inside that. Shock bots. Ooh. Ouch. These guys are really painful. Hey, there's a launcher to the west, a long-range missile launcher. It's best to just fight these guys up close, rather than... Can't outrun them. There we go. Can get their stuff, though. Bot core shielding. Sure. Core shielding. Gave us his core shielding, which is nice. Oh, shoot. Now we're slow. We are way slow. Uh-oh. This is a problem. We need those treads to the west. Damn. Moving is going to take some damage here. Bit of a problem. I need, what is that? Repair modules. 2 of them. Yes. Those are good. We're getting low on core. Our exposure is way too high. I need those treads. I really wish I was over there right now. Unfortunately, we're super slow when we're right here, so I'm gonna have to like wait here, I guess. Ooh, this is bad. A heavy bot. They're like a single space behemoth from Cogmind, and there's 2 more coming. Guard bots, at least. Whew, at least they're not heavy bots, but geez, a heavy bot is kind of like a single space, a single-celled behemoth. They made us faster by shooting something off of us. Fast enough to at least move over here. Alright. Now we're not super slow, at least. We can grab that missile launcher. Won't be super effective against the heavy bots or guard bots. What are they? They're 50% explosive resistant. where those guards must have come from. Grab the slot from the inside. Wow, where'd all our parts go? Okay, now we're gonna fight from in here. All we have is a missile launcher. I probably should have fired that before. I need to take this guy out. Have the missile launcher anymore. It's funny, I'm chopping those parts off and get to attach them immediately. It's kind of interesting. I'm gonna die here in a second though if I don't find a way out of this. Go to S more than I want for those 3 slot expansions. That's a good point. In fact, now I have one from this floor. We're only missing, I don't know, well, we're missing 4 or 5 slots, but, you know, if you have too many slots, it's kind of problematic. I just haven't found an exit yet, though. So, yeah, diving might be a good idea at this point, if we find an exit. But first I have to get out of the current predicament. We only have 1 weapon left. And core is really exposed. What I wanted to do is chop these guys up and take their parts, but... There we go. I wanted to swap places with him, I smashed him. There we go. So, now I'm on the other side and his friends can't hit me, at least for a short while. Oh shoot, things are about to go really bad. Can't take this guy out. Alright, I'm gonna have to head to north. Ooh, yes. Glad we have a plasma sword. Too bad there's a lot of power sources. Hey, wait a minute, give me an advanced micro nuke. This could be a bad idea, though. We got mega treads. 4 slots. Oh no, this was a bad idea probably to go this way. Oh, an even worse idea, there's guys outside. Alright, I don't want the micro nuke to go down, that's basically what I'm going to try and use to get out of here. But normally what you want to do when you're running from enemies is not head into unknown territory. But I knew that there were no good parts I could get out here, so I kind of had to come this way. And the main reason I'm running this way now is to use my nuke on them. Let's start with this guy. Look at all those guys. He's strong against nukes, but he was in a good position to hit and hurt everyone else. Alright, we might just get out of this yet. Oh shoot. I did not realize that had collapsed. I don't want to nuke them just because they might hurt the repair module. Probably not too much because it's at the edge, but I need to take out these guys anyway. Even though they're really strong against this, so that's not very effective. But it's like my only option at this point, or my best option. Shoot, we actually ran out of matter. Okay, I guess that was inevitable. Alright, we got some stuff to the east here. A lot of stuff to the east here. Not a lot of matter, though. It's a good thing you don't need matter to attach things anymore. And I think we're in the clear now. Whew. Alright, not doing great, but we have a decent build. Our core is quite low. Aggroing parts to get matter out of them? No, I'm not actually, but yeah, that's a good idea. It's a really good new tactic for POLYBOT-7 is, yeah, these parts here. What I wanted to do is pick up these parts because I had empty slots. But yeah, at this point, it would be good to allow them to follow. But the thing is, it takes a long time, 100 turns, so I'm gonna be wary of spending too many turns doing that. But yeah, we got out ahead, so that worked. Yes, good suggestion. Only kidding. Alright, so now the question is, where's an exit? We don't even have any exits yet. We did get one slot. Find one slot there. That was good. Alright, seeing that? Alright, we got some. These are all starting to go. These will help us with our nuke. There we go. Alright, now we have 200 matter, which is too bad. How much does our nuke take to fire? It takes 35, so we can only fire it 6 times. Alright. So that room was quite useful. Oh, look. There's another slot room to our south. The problem is we have much better weapons now. That's right, we got those proton cannons. Those are pretty effective. Probably going to lose our nuke, though. But we're already here, so might as well. Oh, they already left. I killed them all! Excellent. This is perfect. Let's get out of here. Shoot, where's an exit? Check the west side, I guess. Oh, man. Whoa. Alright, we have no way to manage heat anymore. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. Can't fire these cannons. All we have that we can use is the other stuff. Whoa, 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 our heat is spiking. What's going on? Oh, it must have been spiking because of, what is that? System corruption. Oh, perfect. System corruption spiked our heat just at the time when we had a big heat problem. Let's turn off the quantum reactor. That's about all we can do right now. And then wait for our power to come, our heat temperature to come down. Yeah, we have a pretty messed up build right now. Oh, it's an aimbot. Heavy machine gun, E-impulse. Alright. At least our temperature's back down. Battery and storage. That's all we got? I think we've already... How come we didn't get any armor? I think we're maxed out on armor, maybe? There is a limit in the game to the amount of armor you can get. But even if we're maxed out on armor, we should get a repair module. Our energy, wow, we have quite a large energy store now. Oh, that's because we also have 2 quantum reactors. No wonder. Wow, look at that too. A 258 support, these mega treads and 2 advanced armor treads. The good thing is that's keeping our core safe. We only have 6% exposure right now. Mega treads are pretty awesome. 4 slot treads. Still looking for an exit. Let's go this way. Shouldn't be far from an exit, I think. It's probably going to be around this corner, actually. Look at that, it's around the corner. Hello, guys. Don't need to fight you, I'm out of here. Alright, last floor. Floor S. See right there, floor S. 0 slots so far. There aren't as many slots on the last floor, actually. I think there's only 2 to find. So our max is only going to be down here, even if we can manage to find both of them. Two reactor modules and a repair module. Heavy shielding treads, a lot of armor. And some very red Dakabots. Temperature is going to start getting a little high here. Oh shoot, where was that one? Oh, it's right here behind the secret wall. Oops. We have an experimental weapon cycler here, which is really what's doing a lot of the work right now. We can fire a lot faster than they can. We have very ineffective weapons right now. Uh-oh. Heavy bot. Would have liked to have not aggroed that good dude. Energy generation is pretty good. Alright, again, we're on the last floor, and on the last floor you always start on the far right side. You can see the old borders of the floor here. And it goes way to the west. You can't even really see how far to the west because there's no reference point there. But it's a really long, kind of narrower floor with a bottleneck hopefully we'll get to, and then we can face off against the boss. He'll probably kick my butt, but let's see. There's a Nova Cannon, which is one of the more powerful cannons. But we don't have any way to deal with heat, which means we can't really use a Nova Cannon anyway. But there's a really bad heavy bot here who's going to mess us up. No, he's got a Nova Cannon. Oh, got him. Yes. Well. Oh, shoot. Nice intersection. Gonna pull back so we can lose some of this heat. Pick up some matter while we're at it. He backed off because we have a plasma sword. He'll be back. Wow, okay, that was pretty effective. Did we get a critical hit on him? How do we do that? Oh. What? Oh, yeah, he fried his systems, of course he does. Didn't see a critical hit, but he fried his systems. They've got good stuff, so they normally self-destruct and fry all their things, unless you can use a lot of EM weapons on them. That can help prevent that. And then you can pick up their stuff. Nova Cannon. Enhanced Nova Cannon. We've only done one purge so far, haven't we? That's pretty amazing. Oh, I think this now is a single door. Is that Herf Cannon? One thing we haven't been using any of, we don't have any structural scanner, which can be really useful in POLYBOT-7 because the POLYBOT-7 map design is full of hidden doors and secret passages. There's a lot of them, but you generally want to have structural scanners in order to find that stuff. You wonder if the boss is secretly made out of Centrium. Yeah, it's a tough boss. We'll see if we can even reach him. Ooh, slashing weapons, a bunch of them. I don't know. I'm tempted to like go slashing, but oh shoot, it's a heavy bot. Oh, cool. There's a heavy bot right here, and there's a secret passage right behind him. We can go around him. We can't get through there. We can shoot through there. Some kind of things going on down there. Alright, so we passed up the heavy bot with the secret passage. That was neat. Oh, another heavy bot. Wow. I'm glad I didn't shoot through that wall. We can just like leave. Goodbye, heavy bot. He didn't see us. Gauss cannon. Alright, now we have a reason to go into this room, that's for sure. Excellent. Whoa, what was that? Oh, there's a guard in the corner. And now I'm overheating. Ah, shoot. Gonna be a bit of a problem. Focal shield. Shouldn't I be using the advanced focal shield? Don't need the extra quantum reactor. We're overheating even though we're just using crap weapons. Oh, it's because they're hitting us, that's right. Shoot, aimbots, they transfer heat to you as well. With their spear beams. Not targeting computer. I'm gonna try dropping turn off both the power sources to keep heat generation low. Oops. Experimental targeting computer. Lost the plasma sword, so we're going to get that experimental targeting computer unless I kind of want that Gauss cannon. I don't think we need to move that much though for it. Whatever. Pick up the computer. We now have 3 targeting computers and a weapon cycler. It means we shoot really fast and we generally hit what we shoot at. Pretty effective. Our core heat dissipation is getting pretty good. Our current dissipation is quite high, even without many heat sinks. We have 1 heat sink. Oh, high commitment tissues. Yeah, it's incredibly different from Cogmind. Actually, if you look at the Elakitty's giving you some of the basics, but if you look at the release announcement on the blog, I gave a list of all the ways it's different. It's quite different, actually. It plays very differently. But yeah, we can't remove parts, and we have no inventory. That's another thing I haven't pointed out today. This is my first ever stream of POLYBOT-7. We have no inventory, so the only way to get parts is externally. There's a lot lying around, but you can't always choose exactly what you're going to get. Plus bigger tiles, yes. Lots of different stuff, though. Yeah, check the blog for the full list on that. Oh, let's see, Nova Cannon. Shoot. All right. good aim, though. With good aim and a weapon cycler, we'll take this guy out quickly. Oh, we don't have much to aim with right now. Let's pick up some weapons from in here. What has he got? Enhanced Nova Cannon. That's going to be a problem with heat, maybe. Q Plasma Rifle. Uh-oh. Oh, we're maxed. Okay. One of the other really, really big differences we talked about earlier with Cogmind is that you improve yourself through permanent upgrades rather than evolution. So right now we're down to 600 core, 698, 700 core. We need to get some more repair modules. Those are things we can pick up from dispatchers. Oops. But yeah, it ends up playing a lot different than Cogmind. Alright, keep heading west. West, west, west. That's the way out if you want to win. Keep heading west. On the last floor, which we're on. Alright, I'm not going to bother saving those weapons. I'm going to pass right by them. Which means now they're going to die. Yeah, it's funny. It's like Cogmind, but it's not Cogmind. Very, very different. Wow, unknown piercing. That looks like fun. Heavy treads. We have not collected any slots on this floor yet. Oh. Okay, we don't have much in the way of firepower here. I'm not using my cannon at the moment. They both took alternate routes. Oh shoot! All right, now we have no power source, and a lot of treads. But we're gonna lose our treads in a second, so that's a good thing that we picked up some treads. Need to take out the dispatcher before it. This dispatcher here before it puts out new guys, and because we need. Hopefully, it has some repair modules inside, because we're low on repair. And we got repair for 50 at least. A battery module and a repair module both. Okay. Uh-oh, there's a guard in the hall. It's a mini behemoth. Not anymore, it isn't. Okay, that worked out okay. We didn't go. We're coming back east again. Need to go back west. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff in there. I'd like to not fight this guy. He's coming this way. Hello. Figured that wasn't going to work. It's really hard to take them out before they dispatch. Deploy, I mean. There's weapon. How's our temperature? Our temperature's doing quite well. Our permanent heatsink upgrades, our permanent dissipation upgrades are doing quite well. We're going to lose our mega treads in a second though, and that's going to mean we will probably will move just as fast. That won't be a problem. The main problem is those mega treads are helping cover us. They're 44% of our coverage. Oh shoot! I wanted to come down and get these heavy treads. If there's actually, they're probably gone by now. I think those are too close to the door. All right, lost the heavy treads. This is where things are going to get kind of nasty. Get those melee piercing ones after this fight. Yeah, it's maybe. That might be a good idea. It's this prototype processor. Ah, an optical array. Oh shoot, now we're super full on other stuff though. Look at all these targeting computers. It's a lot of targeting computers. I don't know, we're still doing okay weapon-wise. Aren't we? Yeah. Actually, now we have a bunch of legs from those guys we just took out. And I don't think we need that. You know, it's funny, I haven't purged. I've only purged once. It's like, kind of funny. I guess that means we've been playing well enough. I'm going to keep going instead. Alright, we have no slots yet. That's fine. I think the main goal here is to just keep getting... Oh, shoot. Alright, to the south there's a good room. Oh, there's a big room to the west. Hey, we made it! The boss is right here. We made it to the boss. Oh, man. That's going to be fun. I do not have what it takes to take the boss out. Oh, we have what it takes to take him out, though. I don't know, maybe they could take the boss out. I don't know, he's really tough. Shoot. Oh, we lost our Nova cannon. It's like, that was carrying us. Now we need another weapon. Like a good weapon. Or... Oh, I guess I'll try and take these guys out with basic weapons. Oh, shoot, I already lost that too. Alright, we lost all the weapons. Okay, where's the weapons? Weapons. Oh, look, piercing weapons. Oh, actually, there's double doors. That means there's good stuff in that room right there. Maybe we could try and get these guys to all come around the top side. Yes. Now I can go down there and get the weapons. They are weapons. An advanced micro nuke. Yes. And all kinds of good stuff. Hello, advanced micro nuke. I can do it purge time soon. Yeah, I don't know. I just still haven't needed to purge. The number of targeting computers is getting kind of ridiculous, though. That's actually becoming a sort of liability because they're filling all our slots. Okay, we now have a decent loadout. Prototype slash weapon. These targeting computers, basically we can't miss anymore. That's for sure. Ooh, we can hit him from here with our Gauss cannon. Alright, now we have no power source. It's a bit of a problem. Power source! Yes, we got their power source. And we get a lot of matter. Okay. This is kind of crazy. This is the 4 doors. There's a boss behind here. Should I take out the boss now? I don't think I can use a micro nuke on him. Have an advanced particle cleaver. We have a good chance to hit him though. And we have we have an optical array. I think we should go for it. Yeah, or this is a good enough build. If not, we'll run and come back later. You put out your guesses as to who or what the boss is. I don't know. Okay. What do you think the boss is? A hint, actually, kind of. POLYBOT-7 was the final level of POLYBOT-7 is actually designed similar to the final floor of Cogmind 7 DRL, the 2012 version. I can guess. So anyway, in the 2012 version, the final floor is basically a big horizontal thing. Actually, in the 2012 version, it could also be vertical, I believe. But the level is cut in half, and it forces you through a bottleneck in the middle. This is that bottleneck. We can't go around this. Notice these walls are lighter. We can't go around this. There's no way. You have to go through this room. So this is similar to the 7DRL. Although 7DRL, there was ways to cheese it. In POLYBOT, there is not, because well, I've got more tools at my disposal and more experience. So I blocked off the ways that might be possible to cheese. So anyway, we got to go through this now. You think you've seen it? Oh, have you been to the boss Nuzcraft? Yeah, the final floor. I didn't see your entire stream or the YouTube video you put up. All right, let's go for it. There he is, the Uberbot, and there's a free slot module in here. Oh, 1 second. Oh, wrong button here. Turn that off. There's a slot module to grab, and we have to face the Uberbot. So here he is. He's got 2 cannons and 2 guns, and a whole lot of integrity. And his core exposure is not super high, so you have to do over 1,000 damage to this guy basically before you're likely to kill him. But he's not immune to critical hits if we can get one of those off on his core. And basically we're just gonna like duke it out with this guy at range, which is more effective than doing it close by. All we have is 1 cannon that can hit him though. He can hit us with everything. He's shooting 2 cannons at us, we're shooting 1 cannon at him. Let's see how long we can last. We only have 570 core, so that's something to keep an eye on. Oh, we hit his core. We hit his core again. If we had an armor integrity analyzer, we'd probably do really well right now. I wonder, what are his... Alright, hey, he's not resistant to explosives. Yes, let's fire those explosives. Yes, we might take him out like this. This could be effective. Yes, I think we got this guy. Oh shoot, X-Bot. Alright. Hi guys. The problem is being a bottleneck, this is also a thoroughfare, which means you have other patrols and whatnot flowing through here. Uh-oh. Really glad we have this micro nuke. Oh, he can fire all his weapons now. He's closing on us because his friends got in the way. So I need to probably pull back out of the range. We got him. Killed the boss! Yes! This guy has lost all his weapons, it looks like. Alright, we were just about to run out of matter. Check that out. We have 38 matter. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to pull back a little bit. Grab some more matter. Aimbot. I'm a better aim than you are, Aimbot. Alright, we can win. We can win. This would be cool. 529 core. We still have a lot of floor to go through. We've gone through basically half the floor. So the other entire half of the floor is over there, and the exit is somewhere over there. It's usually on the far left though, so I think we can probably find it. We just have to be able to reach it. Alright, these are just DACA bots, so let's pull down. Make them come through the doorway and then nuke them. Oh, wait a minute, I need to get these guys at range. I'm gonna pull back a little bit again. Okay, now I can't do that again because it might take out our slot. Retreat. Why? Because we have free slots and there's weapons down here. Because we need 3 micro nukes, not really. I want the non-micro nukes down here. Took out our particle cleaver. That was probably going to be a useful backup. At least we get their power source. It's actually quite helpful. Alright, we have a free slot. We're going to have 2 free slots in a second. There's heavy armored treads. Let's go for the win. Yes. Sorry, we got the free... That's right, so there are 3 slots on the final floor. There's one that's always guaranteed to be right here. And there's 2 others to be found randomly. We didn't find the one over here. There's another slot somewhere over here, probably up. Well, it's going to be up here in this area, big black area, which we're not going to go explore because we're down to 500 core. Alright, we have 2 free slots. I almost want to go get those treads. Let's look at the treads. Think we can get the treads? This will be gone. Here we go. Treads. Now our core exposure is fairly low because our treads are doing most of the absorbing. Shoot. I really wanted to come down here to get the matter, but now we're going to have to face off against more guys because of it. Shoot. Hope I don't die from coming back over here. We need to get, actually I think we need to move move through this room as fast as possible because of all those squads coming through. Are those spears still tempting? Asks Ellie Kitty. Yes, those spears are very tempting. They have always been tempting me. Okay, guys. Don't chase a guy with a lot of micro nukes. Okay, I don't have enough. I'm running out of matter now. Come on. Great, ran out of matter. Oh, he took out the only weapon we had that could hurt him. There's nothing up here? There's a quantum reactor. That is so useful. Alright, what are these weapons? They're damaged, that's what they are. Alright, you. Stop shooting me. Gotcha. Killed you with your friend's weapons. Okay, yeah. The problem with melee is you're generally going to take a little more core damage when you're using melee. So I am still tempted, but I also want to move through that center room as fast as possible. Unfortunately, our matter is low. Damn. Oh, hello. Oh, yes, perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Enhanced Nova and Q Plasmas. Like, these 2 weapons will work great. Alright, let's get out of here. We need to go through that center room fast. Go, go, go. Grab that stuff. Through the center room, through the center room. Alright, dispatcher. I think that's the edge of the dispatcher right there. Gotcha. Aimbots. I hate aimbots. Just like I hate hunters. Take him out. Oh no, we lost the cycler. That was like quite useful. Still have the targeting, which is good. Okay, propulsion is now actually becoming a serious problem. All we have are the armored treads I went back to pick up. I'm glad I went back to pick those up. Oh, shoot. We're already slow. Experimental targeting computer. Oh yeah, we need another one of those. Not. Shoot. I don't want to pick all this stuff up. No, don't pick it all up. I could blow it up, but I'm gonna run out of matter. There we go. Shoot, do not want to be seen by Xbot. We have pretty good sight range still with our optical array. Allows us, like, we can see it all the way out there. We can see pretty far away. That guy can't see us. Alien module. Yeah, it's cool that you beat the boss and still have to fight to the end. It's good that it didn't just like end there. All right, but so we want to go west, but I'm kind of worried about. What am I worried about? Propulsion. And a bunch of X-bots running around over there. Let's try and go around all the X-bots. Treads. Ooh. Wish I could drop an item. You know, I'd really like to drop this zip gun and pick up these treads. Oh well, one of the differences. Oh, zoom bots. What we're going to do is let the zoom bots shoot us and hurt us. Oh wait, here comes a laser bot. They haven't seen us yet, but they're coming this way. The problem being, if I destroy them, they're going to leave a whole bunch of parts between me and the treads. So what I could do is move forward intentionally and then kill them. Maybe with nukes, although I'm going to run out soon. Oops, I picked up one of their guns. God damn it. Okay, that didn't work out as planned. It's tempting to purge. I don't think I'm going to do it, though. Zoom bot. Matter is our big problem right now. Oh, no. Okay, shoot. Now we have another problem. We're super slow. Overweight. What's our mass? Who's doing our mass here? This is 13. We have these nukes and the cannons and... Damn. Just don't have enough propulsion. I mean, we've got one set of treads doing all the work. I'm tempted to... I think we might want to purge. I hope that it doesn't kill me, though. Yeah, get the orange bots to blow something off me. That's what I'd like to do. The problem is that when you do that, you have to make sure you're in a position where you can pick up something you really need. And I'm surrounded by too many parts now, so I can't really control that under this current situation. That's what I wanted to try and get those laser bots from a second ago to die over here. Then I would be just next to this. That would have been perfect. Then I'd stand here and just wait until they blow off one of these crappy things. Then I'd get the treads. That's not going to work, though. Not anymore. Oh, he left. So right now, purging is an option. Unfortunately, I would only have maybe one or two treads as a result, though, which is not super helpful. And, whoops, I might end up kind of slow because I'd pick up a lot of things that aren't these really lightweight targeting computers. So I might screw myself over by doing that. I think I'm going to stick to the current speed and pick up more matter. Ooh, more matter, more matter. That's a lot of turns that I'll be using. Alright, let's try and go through the wall. It's an untriggered dispatcher. Oh Oh wait, it says active. What? Oh no, it was just active. It wasn't dispatching. Good. We just took out a dispatcher before it could even dispatch. I haven't done that before, ever. And nor in this run. We did that because it opened the door and then it didn't have enough, we didn't move it all, but it didn't have enough time to react. Repair and storage. Good, we need repair. So see, look at that. It has a question mark. It's because it hasn't even dispatched yet. You don't know what it's going to dispatch until it actually does. That turned out really well. Alright, we're close to the bottom. We can try and hug the bottom. Yeah, I could purge and get rid of computers. It's just a bit of a problem. And the thing about you mentioned standing one north of the treads. The thing is, other items will... I'm so slow right now that all the other items would immediately move around me as well. They don't just move straight to you, they move around you. So, I'd be surrounded by items. Ooh. Alright, there's some special items in that container there. Ouch. Shoot. Here comes his friends. Hello, friends. Yeah, let's do this. There's an exoskeleton down there. It's not going to help us. Power source. I think we still have a good chance, though. 500 core. I'm going to ignore rooms right now because I don't think rooms are helpful. The thing about rooms is, at the moment, they give you items and or enemies, but the exit will not be in a room. We're close. We're close to the exit. It could be anywhere around here. Because we're close to the west wall. The main thing about rooms, discovering rooms that's good, is that they will that'll let you know where you can retreat to for effective stuff. That's the egg. Look at that. Hey, wait a minute. How fast? No. Right. Okay. Ow. Ooh, ow. That hurt. It took out the doors. And a lot of my weapons. I think we just are about to win here. Excellent. I won my first full run of POLYBOT-7. We could go for more points. Let's see what I want in here. Oh wait, I went to phase cannon. Too late. Got the Gauss cannon. Well, we're moving a little faster now. We lost some of the heavy stuff. But hell yeah. I think we're just gonna win right here. Ha! Perfect. We purged once. Wow, that's just amazing. Let me label that for screenshot there. Yeah, let's just leave, I guess. Awesome. A single purge win. Check it out. Just one. 33,705 points. Parts purged of 5. There's no purge count on here though. That'd be kind of nice to have, but I couldn't fit it. If you notice, our screen height is we've already maxed the number of stuff we can fit and still fit all the other lines. So I was very limited on the number of stats I could put on this page. But hell yeah. And it's a good length of the stream too. It's going to stream for about 2 hours, and worked out to be about 2 hours, and win. Kind of slower than a normal play would be, since it's a pretty fast game in general. But I did so much talking through it. Normally, a win could easily be done in less than an hour. All that extra talking and thinking out loud. So awesome. I think I might do some streaming of Cogmind tomorrow, actually. wanted to. I haven't done that in a while either. I wanted to play at least POLYBOT-7 once so that I could put up a video on this as well, though. So, yes. Thanks for joining me on stream, guys, and thank you for the tip, Ellie Kitty. Get some extra matter as a result of waiting for those parts to be destroyed. Awesome. So yeah, that's the end of POLYBOT-7. Turned out to be a pretty polished game. I mean, there's a lot more that could be done with it, but I mean, it works. It's balanced, decently balanced. If you check out the latest blog post. Oh, and I have what is it? In another couple days, I'm going to be putting up the final part of my postmortem, the part 4 of my 10,000 word 7DRL postmortem. It's crazy long, but anyway, the last part talks about the last day. And it was really crazy because this game was totally imbalanced because I didn't have time to play it. I worked so much on the content during the week, during the middle of the week, that I ran out of time to actually play test and do a lot of balancing. I wanted to spend a while doing that, but the schedule got kind of messed up, and I ended up doing all the balancing in like the last couple hours, making huge changes, and it turned out okay. So I'm kind of happy with that. Otherwise, it was going to be really hard. But anyway, I write more about it in the postmortem, so check out some of that. And maybe I'll stream it again later, but I got to get back to streaming Cogmind and, more importantly, working on the next release. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the other normal locations, and I'll be putting this video up on YouTube later as well. So until next time.